Come out, man. He gets too many easy buckets, man. He's just great freaking it all game, huh? Oh, take that to the racks. That's one. Intentional. Who's down to the ball, bro? Screen, come on, pick and roll call. Come on, Jamil. Come on. Screen, yep.
Sports fans, you've come to the right place.
Well, Aaron Gordon is progressing as a
tremendous athleticism. Thanks, D.A. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Jones is out there with Simmons. Then it's Mullen. Then there's Howard. And it's Unseld in at the power forward. And for the Hawks, Griffin is out there with Caron Butler. And it's Curry. And there's Bradley Beal. And it's Walton in at the center position. The Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup. Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Now here's Butler. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The starting gate, opening night in the NBA, Brent. What are you most looking forward to?
I just like to see who it is that, in terms of their competitive spirit right now, is coming out of training camp hungry. Let's see in the next couple of weeks which team jumps out and which coaching staffs have done a great job preparing their team coming out of camp. Now, we know that teams can't fall off, Kevin. The talent will catch up. Other veteran teams may get themselves back into a rhythm. But coming out of training camp, how much more together are teams and teams that have made changes? What are they playing with?
What's the chemistry?
Let's find out how they're going to play.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Mullen. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Outside Griffin. Got a hand on it. Mullen up top. Defended by Butler. The shot's good for Mullen.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Curry against Simmons. Curry dishes to Walton. Toronto grabs the miss.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor. I swear Dwight Howard plays with a watch on. His timing is tremendous on those alley-oops.
Now here's Beal. And shot on the way. Goes back up, and it's denied.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Offensive rebound, Howard. And Walton sends it back.
And how about the anticipation and timing? You know, we talk about Walton's offense. How about the defense, though, he provides for this team?
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Shot clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. Here's Howard.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Jones kicks to Mullen. Raptors moving the ball around. Raptors need to get a shot at it. Here's Unseld. Here's Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
Yeah, not easy trying to keep Howard off the offensive boards. He excels at using his muscles and his size to get great positioning.
And now the first timeout call here for the Hawks. Has time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
Yeah, in this game, they'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
And that led to a few of their key guys spending long stretches of the game on the bench because of foul trouble. Hard to find yourself back in a rhythm when you do that.
And the Raptors making a change here. Levine's checked in. And Walton kicks to Porzingis. Davis, the pass to Walton. Three-pointer, Butler. Mullet with the defensive effort.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
Now here's Howard. Levine wide open. Offline with his three. Well, you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Right, just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
I love how determined Dwight Howard is there on the offensive end. When he gets the ball in that good spot, nobody's going to stop him.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Porzingis. Davis, and it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing. Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And coming from a background with player development for head coach Lloyd Pierce.
Well, I think he's great at just being a cheerleader and a confidence builder for this young team. I believe that to be a good fit here in Atlanta. He brings a great hands-on approach, and very, very important for him to think about player development as these young guys grow together.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Anderson, he's checked in for Walton. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Caron Butler.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Porzingis with the ball. On deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Something to believe.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors guys, your thoughts?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
The Hawks trail by 10. They've got Anderson. He's out there with Porzingis, and it's Davis at the one spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's Houston. No good on that one. Nice D from Levine. And the Raptors shooting well. 50% for the floor. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto last season, Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. He has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. After After winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. Now here's Levine. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. A nice shot by Lynn.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Martin against Davis. Martin gets the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
He gets it in there. Brent, so many state-of-the-art arenas being built. Which feature do you think is most important?
Oh, the hot dog machine.
And
Doing, right?
And
the popcorn. What else,
and
Kevin?
the popcorn.
Yeah, you
right
nachos.
I love nachos.
Okay.
You love nachos.
What else? I mean, what else could we go with there?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yeah,
That's
right.
a big one.
Because when you're done with all that other stuff, you've got to somehow kind of coat your stomach.
Yep. Was this basketball related, or did we go somewhere else?
All a part of the whole conversation.
I think we covered it.
They double team Howard. Gordon with no one around misses the three.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, Kevin. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Now here is Davis. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Several teams changing it up here.
And Davis, all energy, big physical point guard with that shoot-first mentality.
And it's Jones with the ball for Toronto. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. Butler, he's checked in for the Hawks.
Caron Butler.
Quarter two, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Simmons against Curry. 5 to shoot. And the Raptors miss again. Last outing for Toronto, they won that game against the Jazz in Salt Lake City. And the basket by Walton.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Toronto leading by 9. Green, the pass to himself. Bobbed up there for Green. An emphatic LU jam.
And how about the anticipation and imagination there from Unseld? Sees the play developing and delivers the pass on time and on target.
Here's Curry. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And the first one drops. Well, we have seen some international showcase games the last few years. Do you like that trend?
Oh, absolutely. I like the fact that our league, we know how global it is with how many players from different countries are represented throughout the rosters around the league. But for our game to travel around to London and to Mexico City and have an opportunity for those fans to see what NBA basketball is like, I think it's an absolute win.
I'd like to see more.
More time for those teams. The timing of some of those trips for some teams are a little bit tough in terms of the travel, but their appearances there mean so much more to grow the game globally.
Now Beal, after Ben Simmons' three-pointer that didn't go. Curry with him. And it's Martin picking him up. Curry's shot is off.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Green, no luck. The Hawks trail by 9. Here's Griffin. Simmons with the defensive effort.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
And the basket by Unseld. Unseld's got 6 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Green. Kicks it out to Jones. Curry against Green. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 from Simmons. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Jones gets the 2, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Toronto. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, it's Toronto with the advantage at the half. They lead by 11. Jack, what was your takeaway on Toronto? And that...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. One of the stories here, Dwight Howard getting it done today.
And those extra chances mean so much, and he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Raptors. They've got Simmons. He's out there with Jones. Howard is out there with Mullen. And it's Unseld in at the 4 slot. Curry finds Beal. Hits the mark. And it's sent back by Howard.
Now, that reach of Dwight Howard is so impressive. A dominant shot blocker and a tremendous athlete.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Now, here's Curry. Outside Griffin. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Simmons. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Raptors. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Monday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Golden State Warriors. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Clock at 6. Griffin, no one around him. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Unseld. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Unseld's got 8.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Let's take a look at Steph Curry's numbers. He's coming off an excellent season. He put up about 27 points a game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
I think coaches appreciate a guy that comes in and knows how to run the offense with some intelligence. That's exactly what he does.
Beal carries the 20-footer. Beal's got his second basket of the night. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Outside Mullen. Back to Simmons. Jones looking for an opening. Here's Howard. Misses off the right eye.
Defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside. And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
To the inside. Bobbed up there for Howard. takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the passer floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Now here's Beal. And Walton kicks to Griffin. Here's Walton to the paint. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Walton.
Awareness of what the defense is trying to do. Steph plays that one perfectly.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Mullen. But they recover it. Feeds it to Howard. He can't hit that time. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Here's the floater. And it's blocked by Simmons. Mullen up top from about 19 feet. Yep, that one goes in there.
And love watching Mullen shoot the ball. A terrific score, especially from the mid-range.
And stolen by Simmons. Fades. That one good for 2. Simmons got 6 points.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range. And when he gets ahead of steam, you almost feel sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can, at times, be unstoppable.
And here is Simmons after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Back to Simmons. And then jammed down as it goes right over Blake Griffin.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Atlanta calls timeout. And with his passing and driving ability, Greg, Simmons is like combining a power running back in football with a pinpoint passing quarterback. Not much he can't do.
Kevin, a football metaphor is appropriate. Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football, and the physicality and quick thinking of that sport really reflected in his style of play.
Aaron Gordon is checking in for the Raptors. Jeremy Lin comes in for Jones. On the wing, Davis. Shoots over Lin. And it's Davis missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Gordon. Porzingis with the block.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot. Throws that one away.
Clearly a foul.
The Atlanta shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Caron Butler. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
No good on that.
Yeah, and Butler, just a natural leader. He's someone whose teammates look up to, a polished scorer who also plays tough defense.
Zach LaVine's checked in for Mullen. And here's Lin. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Pass to Gordon. LaVine deciding where to go with it. Knocked away. And stolen by Butler. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Walton the pass to Davis. To the wing on the left. Here's Porzingis. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Just 4 seconds left to play in the third. Off the mark. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Raptors out in front, leading by 17. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Raptors leading by 17. Porzingis is out there with Walton. And there's Davis. And it's Caron Butler. And it's Houston at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's Davis. And a miss there on the triple. Raptors shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Levine kicks to Gordon. Good on the bucket. Gordon's got his first points of the night. There's a lot of talk, Brent, about eliminating divisions, something that's been discussed. I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't understand what the divisions are. Do you?
No. We don't pay attention to the divisions.
We don't pay any attention to the divisions.
It's all about conference.
And we know that divisions end up helping in some ways with the playoff seedings, but it just seems strange today to have the divisions the way they are divided up. I think it helps when you're opening up a fish wrap in the morning if you check a traditional newspaper, but otherwise, it could be something that goes away soon.
Outside, Levine. Shoots. That one off the back iron and out.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for that.
Here's Davis. Good. And it's Walton who picks up the assist. Walton's got 3 assists now in this one.
Such a light touch on that finger roll. Classic move there.
Toronto calls timeout.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team there.
The Raptors making a switch here. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Evan finds Davis. Shoots over Lynn. Toronto grabs the miss. Howard's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Poked loose. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. Stephen Curry's checked in for Baron Davis. Beal against Jones. Hawks dashing it around. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
That's some incredible concentration there. Griffin destroying the defense and making the and one look simple.
And Simmons, he's checked in for Jeremy Lin. That's good from Blake Griffin. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Simmons on the wing, guarded by Curry. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Beal's running. No good on the shot. Excellent D that time from Jones. Simmons working it over. Kicks it out to Mullen from downtown. And again, no good by Toronto.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. And he's going to be shaking his head on that one. No, he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you, for sure you want him taking that kind of shot.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Hawks trail by 17. There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Curry. He's guarded closely. Lets a floater go. And it's sent back by Howard. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Bolden's checked in. Anderson comes in for Blake Griffin. Johnson, he's checked in for Caron Butler. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bradley Beal. .135 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 2, and he comes up with the deuce. Huerter's got his first bucket of the night.
Huerter's a big guard, and defense is sometimes not equipped at that position to handle that size.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Raptors.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And it'll go down as the first official win of the new year. And watch them all night long. No one could really stop him. Just another excellent game it was for Dwight Howard.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Curry. And it's blocked by Simmons. Walton against Jones. Howard in the post. Kicks to Jones. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Mullen. And that one goes long. Beal against Mullen. And he gets the bucket.
At this point, they're just trying to get back and see, do you want to play a good brand of basketball?
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them, just building